Good morning, my children. It is I, Lord Bathory, and for today's video, we're going to be playing a little bit of a game. Today, we're going to be rating and sort of ranking every single one of my bantees from worst to best. The caveat is, we're going to be rating all my bantees based on how much they would offend my mom. Every bantee is going to be rated from 2 to 10 because every shirt automatically is going to have 1 point in the rating system. Every single one of my bantees is black, which is a no shit thing to say, but because of that, by proxy, it already kind of offends my mom to some capacity, so I don't think any of these t-shirts really had a chance to be not offensive from the start. So without further ado, let's just get into this stupid ass fucking game, and we'll start off with my black metal t-shirt. Right off the bat, this shirt is a 10 out of 10. My mom is just completely offended by the shirt, and it's not even the t-shirt itself that she was offended by. When I used to have all my pins and patches on my leather jacket, by the way, watch the previous video I did where I went through every pin and patch on my jacket. When I used to have all the pins and patches on my jacket, the big piece that was on the back of my leather jacket was actually black metal. I painted it on. I was like, you know what, this would be cool to be my main piece of the jacket. During an argument with my mom about wearing the fucking jacket, she said, and I quote, "Nobody is going to want to be around you if you have a giant picture of Satan on your back." So, by proxy of that, it is safe to assume that the black metal t-shirt would 100% offend my mom purely because of her reasoning that Satan is on my back. Next up, we have Bathory self-titled. This is actually one of my favorite band tees to wear. I feel like by the same reasoning as the black metal t-shirt, because of the fact that there is a goat and it vaguely resembles satanic imagery, it would probably offend my mom too. So Bathory self-titled is going to be a 10 out of 10, offends my mom completely. Now we move on to Emperor self-titled. As you can see here, I mean, I don't want to say it's mundane in the bad way, but there's nothing really offensive on here. You know, you just got the Emperor logo. You got the Horseman of Death riding on his horse with his scythe. It's a pretty badass design. In fact, I can't even say that this is my favorite. All these band tees are fucking awesome to wear. Like, I wouldn't have picked them out if I didn't think that they were badass. This one's gonna be a 10 out of a 10 too, because it's not the front side that would offend my mom, it's the back. God forbid, Satan bad. The next t-shirt I'm gonna be rating is actually a pretty recent one. In fact, I only really got it I think 2 days ago. It's gonna be my Metallica Ride the Lightning shirt with a score of 1 out of 10. I'm gonna be so for real right now. I love Metallica, but they're kind of like the basic white bitch of metal. That fucking bird that I hate. That fucking bird that I hate. Ride the Lightning is actually one of my all-time favorite albums, but compared to what I listen to now, it's a tough competition, and this is blown out of the water. Another reason why I'd say that this is like a 1 out of 10, least offensive shirt, is the fact that I got it at Old Navy. That kind of reassures my mom that this is a safe band. I don't even think she knows what Metallica is in retrospect. She doesn't know what any of these band tees are, but this has the least offensive imagery, even though the main staple of this album is an electric chair. Next up, we have Leviathan's 10th sub-level of Suicide. Yep. It is an extra large shirt, and this is actually my favorite band tee because of how it fits on me. I'd say that this band tee deserves a rating of 8 out of 10. We're gonna go 8 out of 10. It's an 80% offensive to my mom because there isn't necessarily offensive imagery on here. It's just the fact that the word suicide is on this band tee. It would definitely have her clutching her pearls a little bit. She would definitely be like, why are you wearing this out in public? Immortals Diabolical Full Moon Mysticism. One of my all-time favorite albums, one of my all-time favorite band tees. And surprisingly, I'd say that this shirt gets a 5 out of 10. In the offensive scaling. I mean, this one is in the same vein as 10th sub-level. There isn't anything satanic, isn't anything overtly offensive, but I feel like because of the fact you can see Abath spitting fire in this photo, I feel like it would definitely raise, there'd be a double take if she saw me wearing this to a family event or some shit. 10 out of 10 album, but 5 out of 10 in terms of offensive looking. Following Immortal, we have Candlemas's Epicus Doomicus Metallicus. This one is actually gonna be another 1 out of 10 least offensive band tee that I own other than fucking Ride the Lightning. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna try to fight for this one. This one's like a 1 out of 10. As much as I love this t-shirt, there isn't really anything that I could do to make that really offend my mom. Next up, we have Mayhem's The Mysteries Dom Satanas. So this is an interesting case. Without the altercations I made to this shirt, I'd say that this is a solid 2 to 3 out of 10 because you literally only see a cathedral on this thing. Like, if she knew about Mayhem, what Mayhem did, what Mayhem meant, Like, she would definitely think that this is a bit of an eyebrow raising t-shirt. As is, I'd say it's like a solid 2 to 3 out of 10. So this is actually a t-shirt I got from Hot Topic. That also kind of fucked with how I was gonna rate this t-shirt, because if you can get something like this at a Hot Topic of all places, it's gonna be pretty low on the offensive scale. Also, thanks to TikTok, it's gonna be pretty low on the offensive scale. Keeping in mind the altercations I did make to this tee, I'd say it's a solid 7 out of 10 in the offensive scaling, because this t-shirt is actually a crop top. Because of the fact I'm wearing something that's vaguely feminine, that's gonna be what's carrying this t-shirt in terms of the offensiveness. So next up, we have Leviathan's Tentacles of Horror. I'd say that this is a pretty decent 6 out of 10. The creature on the front of this t-shirt is definitely much more, you can definitely make it out better compared to 10th sub-level of Suicide. She doesn't really know Leviathan, no shit, she doesn't know any metal. My mom's not gonna know any metal music, but if she were to like look at all the tracks that were on this album, it would probably play a little bit more into the offensive scaling, but I'd say as is, like, it's another one of those ones where it's like she'll do a double take and then just kind of just go with it just because I'm fucking 20 years old. I can wear whatever the fuck I want. Next up, we have my Hellhammer shirt. It's gonna be a 4 out of 10 because, you know, I mean, it's like a vaguely edgy shirt. Only death is real. That's what it says at the bottom here. It has the word hell in it. I want to stand out, but I don't want to be overtly offensive. So this is like one of the band tees I have as like a backup in case the rest of these don't like make it out of the house. The next t-shirt I'll be talking about is Slayer's Show No Mercy. I'd say this is a 5 out of 10. I mean, you see a goat-headed figure with a sword, it'll definitely cause a little bit of concern, but she's not gonna tell me to go back and change if I wear this shirt out in public. The last Leviathan band tee I'm gonna be showing you guys in this video is my True Traitor, True Whore. Honestly, this one's gonna be another 1 out of 10. She'd be a little, like, uneasy by the hand and the branding on it, but overall, she wouldn't have a reason to say go back inside and change your outfit. So now we move on to the band tee that I just reviewed in my last video, Dissection's The Somber Lane. It's gonna be in the same realm as True Traitor, True Whore, where it's a 2 out of 10, purely because there's nothing on here that's offensive. Like, I mean, Dissection already isn't really trying to be offensive. They're more of an artistic black metal band, so they're gonna focus more on quality rather than, you know, looking badass because hail Satan. And then the last t-shirt I'll be talking about in this video is my Death Crush cutoff. This t-shirt is a 10 out of 10, purely because of the severed hands that are in this picture. I'll be totally honest, you can't make out the fact that it's severed hands, but if my mom knew what she was looking at on this band tee and recognized it as severed hands, she would definitely be like, why the fuck are you just wearing that? Why would you think that that's cool? Why would you think that? Because God forbid, it's one of my favorite albums. So that was every single band tee in my dresser, rated from 1 to 10 based on how much they would offend my mom. This might be a bit of a shorter video than I imagined because I don't really have a lot of band tees. Despite that, it's still a pretty good, like, collection so far. I mean, just because I don't have a lot of band tees right now, it doesn't mean that I'm not looking. It's just I'm hella poor, so if we could get this channel to 1K subs, then I could start making money off of this channel to waste it on more band tees. If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see me ramble about next, or if not, I'll just improvise, and until that point, I'll see you all in the next video. I'm really tired.